Coast Nation, Sanbonan Bafetu, and welcome back to Football Trends with me, OQP. Now, in today's video, Bafetu, we are going to talk about three things. We are going to talk about Itumeleng Khune, we are going to talk about Percy, and last but not least, we are going to talk about a player, a young left back from a PSL who currently, active by Lorenzo Cole, Kaizer Chiefs is interested in signing. Both Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs are interested. Now, the difference with those players is the fact that Kaizer Chiefs and Pirates are the ones being after the services of this young player. But before we dive into all of those details, Bafetu, and then I give you everything that you need to know about, please do make sure that you like the video. And also, if ever this is your first time seeing Football Trends at QB, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell notification so that next time when I'm posting a video, you will get notified and be able to watch that video. And thank you so much, guys, for making sure that you are always there behind me, supporting Football Trends at QP, and also liking one of my videos. Guys, please do make sure that you like the video. And so far, ever since I've asked you guys, the likes have improved a lot. But other than that, we are not there. Let's just quickly jump in to some of the things that I want to give update to you. So currently, Itumeleng Khune, there was an interview that he had, and it has been revealed why he turned down the position, because we've been asking ourselves, if Itumeleng Khune is leaving the club, why? Because Kumbule, he wanted to play, but Kaizer said no, we can't give you another contract or anything like that. So, and he still wanted to play, he still wanted to represent Kaizer Chiefs, and as loyal as he is, he said no, I'm not gonna play for other teams because this is my team, this is my home team. The legendary Itumeleng Khune said no, this is my only one and only team that I want to play for. So other teams, so we can say he was forced into early retirement. And now recently, Kumbule, when he was forced actually to retire, he was given three positions. They said, we're going to give you something at the club, or you become, what he's currently doing as a broadcaster. The last thing, what was the last thing? Oh, goalkeeper coach. But how they did it, it's kind of different. But if we look at it, actually, let me just quickly read his statement. Why did he then turn down that offer? He says, I would have preferred to be the first team goalkeeper coach, but I was offered to go coach the under 13s. So obviously, with me having been stressed for so many years carrying the team, and now you have to go and shout at kids and taking it all out, all your frustrations on them. I was like, no, maybe in the future I can become a club scout since I have an eye for talent. I thought those were the positions I would have been given at the club, but unfortunately the club has their own plans. So both Itumeleng Khune and also Kaizer Chiefs have a point when it comes to the situation, because yes, Itumeleng Khune, being a coach to young players, obviously what are we expecting? Because it's not his profession, to be honest. It's not his profession. So Connor, he has to start somewhere, which is the next point of Kaizer Chiefs. Kaizer Chiefs were like, okay, if we are about to give you this role and you become successful, we need to see you first do it. Okay, how can you do with the youngsters, since you say you have an eye for talent? What can you do to improve those young talent, and what can you do to scout those talent that are coming in fresh, young? But now he does have a point. At the end of the day, he's going to shout at those young players, which in some cases it does make a player, in some cases it does break a player. So those are two instances. So for me, as I'm not going to take anyone's side. I do understand and value both opinions. The only thing that I want to know is from you guys, what do you think Khune could have done or should have done in this instance? But Connor, we could have seen him rise as the best goalkeeper coach in all of South Africa, if ever maybe it was something because of good at doing, you understand? Nakona, there was this thing that I said before, Guti, if you are a great player, that doesn't automatically make you a great coach. So Nakona, that's why I feel like Kaizer Chiefs, they still wanted to see how well is he going to do in terms of that. And let's be honest, this was something great for the club to do for him, even though now he done a lot for the club, we have to be honest. So it's 50-50 perfect. For me, it cancels out each other. So whichever decision both parties thought it's the right decision, I think it's fine, and I'm fine with that. So Nothing new, nothing interesting there. And then we move on. We have Umchita, Percy. Now, Percy Bafetu has spoken, and for me, I'm not too sure whether we should sign Percy because I feel like he's not going to give us much. And I'm happy uzikhulumele ngokwakho uthi yena he's looking at what he's looking at. So yes, if it was me, actually, let's just quickly play this clip and then I will tell you why I'm saying what I'm saying currently.
No, but then it will be a situation. If that situation were to happen, of course, I will have to pay attention to it. Where I've got no club and Chief says to me, "Come." But then there's still other clubs in the PSL. I mean, I've played for Sundowns, so I cannot write them off. It's a team that I played for and I've won, and I've got so much love with the team and the fans. So, I mean, it will have to take... If Sundowns were not to offer me a contract and Chiefs does, then okay, it's not my fault. It will be theirs that I've went to go join Chiefs. But then I'll listen to anybody. It does not rule out Orlando Pirates or even Stellenbosch, Supersport. I will not rule out anyone, but then my decision will be based on who gives me a contract.
Yeah.
Of course, Sundowns, they still have my love, but then it will be based on who offers me a contract. Because at the end of the day, I still have to support my family. And then, yeah, I'm not going to stick around because I love the club.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take any offer, no.
You come back, though, like you should, a more expensive player, because you've earned that in your many journeys internationally. Do you think sometimes people look at that and say, we might not be able to afford him?
Yeah, people might say that, but then it's not. Now that I'm here, I can speak up for myself.
Please do.
I'm very reasonable. So whenever I speak about my contract dealings, and then I've never gotten the first offer in all my contracts because I'm reasonable and I try and be in good faith.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to go and ask something that I know you're not going to offer me. So I'll give an offer.
Yeah, what's reasonable for you in the current market?
I'll give an offer and then the club will say, no, we can't afford this. Then I'll be like, okay, how much can you give me?
Yeah.
And then they'll send me their offer and I'll be like, okay, I can live with this.
Here's a pen and paper. Do you want to put it down?
The writing?
Yeah, in writing.
My handwriting is bad.
It's okay. Just hold on to this, please.
My handwriting is bad.
Yeah, your handwriting is going to improve today.
On paper, I'm just going
yeah, on paper.
This pen is not working.
The pen is working. About that one, hey, it's not from... Yeah, I can't almost mention the shop. But yeah, let's see
the pen is not working, and then but I can answer. I mean,
but your brain is working, so let's use the brain. Let's forget about the pen and the paper.
It's not a lot. It's something that it's an amount. It depends on the club. I cannot sit here and be like, my first option is.
So Nigerina comes, approaches. You say, I'm a reasonable guy. Here's reasonable. What does reasonable mean?
Amount.
Yeah,
that one. I think my agent has to get involved on that one. But then, yeah.
We're here now, don't worry.
No, the first thing has to go with the club. I always believe the club must give me something.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I can after.
Okay, so I'm the club now.
Yeah.
So I am Kaizer. I, at Nigerina, offer you 450,000 Rand a month. Do you accept?
For how many years?
450,000 Rand.
For how many years?
We signed 2 with an option.
Perfect.
So for 450 a month, Percy Dow becomes taken.
Perfect. Yes.
For 2 years.
Yes.
With an option.
Yes.
Hi, guys, I want to go home now.
Even interrupt, can you please ask Percy since when?
Now, guys, if you look at what he's saying, Percy Dow, he says with Yena, he loves Kaizer Chiefs. He grew up supporting them and he still has love for Mamelodi Sundowns. So any club that is willing to sign him, he's willing to lend his ear and then listen to those offers being made for him. But at now we do have a starting price. So okay, yeah, he's looking at about 450,000 or even 500,000 a month, which is a lot. That's why I said for me, I think Umchita is now looking for cash and also retirement at the same time. He's no longer looking to play for a club. If it was me, Percy being asked in that interview, I would have said no. It's not about the money, obviously. I've made enough cash around the world. The only thing that I want is to make sure that I leave a good legacy behind, and I fight for the project, die for the project. That could have been something as a later answer, but ever since I said no, 500,000. Let's be honest, guys. Some of us, we think OT, just because he's a free agent, that means we're cheap. That player might be more expensive than a player that you sign, because let's say, for example, for 500,000 a month or 450,000 that they said, and then we sign a player, stimulated contract here, okay, or yeah, we sign a player from another club and then we pay that player around 200,000 per month. That is a lot less than the 450,000, because 450,000, and he even said specifically 2 years, that is a perfect deal for me. So 2 years, if you multiply, if my calculations are correct, that sums up to about 16 million, which close to around 16 17 million, which is a lot, to be honest, because Lapo, you are paying far more, to be honest, guys. It's a lot of cash, and you're paying more to a player who you are not even sure whether he's going to give you what you need or is going to help the club. That is the only problem that I have. But other than that, we do know Tiana financially he would be covered. Doesn't matter whether he performs, he doesn't perform. Contract is there, it's signed, it's deed, it's done, and you can't terminate the contract without proper cause. If you terminate the contract as the club, you're going to get into trouble. So this is why I feel like, Otawa, at this moment, he's not going to give us much, and he just confirmed it. I would have taken him differently. I would have thought differently, but you might never know. Kaizer Chiefs, since we might sign him. You don't know. But anyways, let's just quickly move on. Now, there's a young player, a 19-year-old Neo Rapo, which Omfana is very young, and I hear Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates are looking to sign him, which obviously he represented Lapanagu, under 20, Bafana. So Mfana is a left back. He has 6 caps, 1 goal, and then good Premiership this season. He played 11 games and he assisted with 1 goal. So that is not bad for a young player like him, because he's just 19 years old and he is doing something good. So Mfana udlala lapana Sport United. Now, this comes to question, Oti, if we are looking at Uneo Rapo, at the end of the day, we have promoted a young player known as Itumeleng. What does that show or leave to that player? What does it mean to Itumeleng? Where are we going to put him? Because it's not like currently we've used him. Yes, we've promoted him, but we have not seen him play at the senior level. Yes, the young player Uneo has played compared to a Premiership senior level, not the junior level. It's the senior level, which is looking good. It's good for Mfana. Experience is promising. I love that about him. But the only problem that I have is what is going to happen with Itumeleng since we've promoted him. We were supposed to promote him. Sazuti, we're not going to give him game time, and we're going to sign another player who's going to take his position and play or fill that position. That is something that I feel like it needs to be addressed, and we need to look at those problems, because clearly we do tend to destroy our careers Wabachita. But other than that, Mfana, I wouldn't have a problem with him signing at Kaizer Chiefs. My only problem is already, if we did not promote, then I would understand. But now we promoted Itumeleng, so that makes me question what is happening, what are we trying to do, but more importantly, what are we trying to achieve? That's good. We have a experienced left back, which is Upaseka Marco, and then we have a young player, which now does have a little experience. Usangen Mfana is still getting there, but he looks promising, to be honest. He's an original fullback. He's not versatile. He can't play anywhere else with Lalanji, the left back. So I don't know, but you can let me know what it down in the comment section below. I believe this is it. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you later on with something new. I hope. Peace.